I just have to say, one of the toughest things to do when making a YouTube video is to think of an intro to a video, because like it's not natural to walk into a room and just go, "Wow, how's it going, everybody?" or "What's going on, everybody?" Like that's not normal. Trying to think of ways to make it normal and not cringy is kind of difficult. So yeah, I just thought I'd say that as the intro. So let's jump into the top 10 for the 2018 list of champions. At number 10, we have Venom the Duck. Venom the Duck is definitely on a lower level of Venom and Venom Pool. Venom Pool just got buffed. He's pretty good. I haven't really done much with him, so I can't really put him on any of these lists because I really don't know where he places, but I've heard that he's up there with Venom. Venom the Duck is kind of a step down until he's fully ramped up. If he had the damage he had when he's fully ramped up at the beginning, he'd be up there with them. But he takes a bit of ramp up. You got to get your buffs going. And the main source of his damage is from the special 2 with his toxic armor. So if you're going against a champ like Red Skull with a lot of armor, get that toxic armor going and you're just gonna shred. Like you're gonna watch his health bar just go. So yeah, he's pretty good. He just takes some ramp up to get up to his best phase. At number 9, we have Sentinel. Sentinel's one that I took up early on when I got him as a 5-star, took him up to rank 4. He's got a ton of utility. He's very tanky. He just lacks some of the damage output. Unless you're in variant 3, then he gets boost damage for every analysis charge. But if you're looking for a good utility champion, good robot, Sentinel is a very good option. At number 8, we got Symbiote Supreme. Symbiote Supreme, in my opinion, is one of my favorite Mystic champions, because if there's buffs, he's going to be an absolute beast. I said that a lot in the last video, but we're going to do it again. Symbiote Supreme, he gets some buffs in there and he shreds. He uses those buffs to his advantage. When you nullify him, gets a ton of damage. You're spamming SP3s if you got Mystic Dispersion up, and he's an absolute freight train when it comes to dealing damage through special attacks. So yeah, it comes in at number 8. At number 7, we have Domino. Domino, if you get her full Trinity team of Red Hulk, Massacre, and Domino, you're going to be spamming heavy attacks, dealing a ton of incinerate damage. You got that insane special attack damage. You got, ability accuracy reduction. You have that when she's awakened. Also when you're not, when she's unlucky, when the opponent is unlucky, there is ability accuracy reduction. But when she's awakened, it happens a lot more. But she just does insane damage. She just doesn't have very many like spots where she really shines. She just shines over a lot of stuff, which is why you don't see her in as much like YouTube videos and stuff, people just doing stuff like going through quests and stuff, because she does a lot really good, but she doesn't do anything really great. So I feel like that's why she's not used a whole lot, but she's ranked up. So yeah, Domino. At number 6, we got Beardo, Captain America Infinity War. He's got the beard. He just looks good. Like that's why he's so good. No, he does insane damage. He's parry heavy, get that Fury buff. Well, passive Fury buff, I guess you call it Fury buff. Spam L2, you're going to be critting, you're going to do a ton of damage. He also, if he's awakened in a max sig, you're going to be getting petrifies, armor breaks, weaknesses, and you're going to be shutting down power gain, shutting down, regen. He's just an absolute tank. He also has glancing. So you're going to reduce damage if you get hit. So he's really good. Time for top 5. Make sure to subscribe, leave a like, comment down below what you're thinking. Who's your top 5 for 2018? Let's jump into it. With number 5, we have Void. Void is basically a better version of Beardo. He doesn't have as much damage, but he more consistently shuts down the power gain and regen. Void doesn't have to be max sig. He's really good at max sig, but he doesn't have to, like Beardo. Beardo has to be max sig basically to be reliable and consistent. Void just completely shuts them down for the entire fight. No regen, no power gain. You're going to be reversing the regen and power gain, and he completely shreds fights like Mephisto, the Wolverine in Realm of Legends. He just absolutely shreds it. So Void, Beardo, pretty similar, but Beardo has a higher damage output, but Void just has that higher consistency of shutting down regen and power gain. At number 4, we have Omega Red. Omega Red, insane. He does insane damage. You're going to watch the opponent's health bar melt, but only when he's awakened. If he's not awakened, then you're not going to see the opponent's health bar melt. You're not going to have as much damage. You still have the utility side, but when he's awakened, you have that damage where you just watch him melt. If he's high sig, that'll be a faster melt. If he is low sig, it'll be a slower melt. But either way, Omega Red is an absolute beast for general quest clearing. and just anything you need high damage, Omega Red's really good. At number 3, we had Corvus Glaive. Corvus Glaive is one that when he first came into the game, people were like, man, this guy sucks. Like, he can't do anything. But you take him in, you get his few missions, and you're going to shred any quest. Any quest at all. You just need some evade champions, maybe an auto block. You need a mutant, attack, an avenger. You defeat some of those, and then your damage is going to go through the roof, clearing content like an absolute maniac. So Corvus Glaive, really good. He also has some utility when it comes to not taking damage from certain damage over time effects, but yeah, his damage is just insane. At number 2, we have Egon. Egon is arguably the best champ for really long content like Labyrinth of Legends, Abyss of Legends. I was going to say Abyss of Champions. That makes no sense. But he's really good in those scenarios. But for just general arena questing, just general stuff, he's not that good because it takes a lot of ramp up for him to be an insane champion. Before that, he kind of is very lackluster. Let's just put it straightforward, very lackluster. But once you ramp him up, this guy is above pretty much anybody else. But because he takes so much ramp up, he's not very usable in other places other than like Labyrinth Legends and Abyss of Legends. So that's why he comes in at number 2. And at number 1, we have my personal favorite champion, Ghost. Ghost is one that I think, debatably, between her, Dr. Doom, and Quake, is the best champion in the game. I would put them all in the same tier. I don't know who I would pick as number 1, but I prefer to play Ghost. I don't have Doom, so that kind of hinders my ability to judge him on a scale with Ghost. But Ghost is, she's a beast, absolute beast. I can't say enough about her. She's got a ton of damage, guaranteed crits. She's got phasing. She's got power gain when you phase. If you have her awakened with her synergy teams, you get unblockable specials. You got boost damage for every buff on you. You can phase through special 3s. You can get through damage over time effects by phasing, and they turn into fury buffs, get even more damage. She is above everyone. She's insane, absolutely insane. Really glad I pulled her as a 5-star early on, and now she's ranked 5. No regrets at all. She's number 1. All right, so that's it for the top 10 for 2018. Now I'm gonna go over some channel stuff that I want to let you guys know for some of the future plans and stuff for all of you hardcore fans. And yeah, so the main thing is I will be getting SSDs in my PC coming next month in September, probably later September, and I'll be grabbing a copy of Windows and Madden, and then I will be recording a lot of Madden content. I will still do MCOC content, but Madden's more what I want to focus on. I have a lot more video ideas for that, like a lot more. MCOC, I really enjoy the game, but it's more of a pastime for me now. I used to really be into it, and now I'm like, there's just a lot of things in this game that kind of bug me in some ways, which I'm thinking about doing a video on that. But yeah, so I'm going to be doing more Madden content starting at the end of September probably, and MCOC will kind of go on the back burner. It'll still be like up there with it, but yeah, so I just want to let you guys know. Until then, I've got the rest of the top 10s for the rest of the years and a couple other MCOC video ideas coming up, and probably a rant video on the things I don't like about MCOC. But yeah, that'll be it. Make sure to leave a like, make sure to subscribe, make sure to comment down below. What do you think about my list? Who would you put in the top 10, top 5, all that good stuff. And I'll catch y'all in the next episode. Bye-bye.